Hey, this is Mary Lou with Face Yoga Unveiled, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our focus for this session is your posture and alignment. And I know so many of you, as soon as you heard that, were like, "Oh, you corrected your posture, or you maybe possibly groaned because you're like, oh, I know my posture isn't that way. Or you may possibly be thinking, oh, posture again. Yes, your posture and alignment is critical for face yoga, but for life is what I want you to just start realizing the impact it has, not just on your body, but on your mind and your spirit and how you present and bring yourself out in this world in which we live in. So let's do some basics. This is what happens. And so many of us, like I would say, all of us have a device. And what do you do with your device when you have it? You start looking down. Before I show you that video, I want you to notice what happens. So I have a mirror. I don't have my phone with me. And I want you to just notice the shape of my frontal area, especially my jaw. Notice what happens as soon as I start tilting it. And that's not even that much. And more and more. And you're starting to notice this stuff starts getting baggy and saggy. Everything starts pulling down. Gravity is always pulling down. So when you also facilitate the pulling down, it happens even more. Hence, younger women and men are getting these double chins. It is the posture and alignment is critical. You can do all the face yoga in the world, you can do all of this, but if you do not have good posture and alignment, everything goes back to how it was. Now, look at the side view. So side view, I'm looking straight ahead, you get to see, and as soon as my head starts tilting down, look what starts happening. And most of us unconsciously are on our devices like this. Not a lovely view, especially when you have a mirror like I just had. So let's start thinking about that and observing, making those corrections. Think about when you are seated. How are you seated? Are you slumping forward with your hips? Is your shoulders crouched? How do you sit in a chair? Maybe you need to adjust your chair. I'll show you a little bit what I've done to adjust so I have better posture at the computer, because when I'm at my computer working, I get so intense. Or you know what? I'm hunched over like this. And I'm like, gosh, why am I so tight? Well, my posture and alignment are all messed up. All right, let's talk about the weight of your beautiful head. It only weighs, what, 10 to 12 pounds. This is looking straight ahead. As soon as you tilt your head 15 degrees, you just added 10 pounds of weight. Now think that's on your neck, that's your head pulling it. Your neck, oh, everything's connected all the way down to the base of your feet. This is 30 degrees. 40 pounds of weight. It's a lot. 45 degrees, 45 pounds of weight. And the way many people, all the way over, and sometimes people are even walking this way with their head down, that's 60 pounds of weight meant to be held only at 10 to 12 pounds. So start thinking about the impact your posture has on the mechanics of your body because it travels down. Then start making little minor baby adjustments, not critical. Like when you go to the bathroom, instead of looking in the mirror and being critical, go, how's my posture? Is it aligned? All right. Here's something to notice. When you wear shirts, you notice that one side, like always falls off, or your bra strap, it's like always falling off on the one side and everything's even. That is your shoulder alignment. When you wear a necklace, we always start with the clasp right there in the middle, in the back. If it rotates and starts moving throughout the day, that means your horizontal alignment is off. All right, so those are just visual tactile clues that you can start using immediately to start adjusting. Let's show you proper alignment. So you notice, here I am standing. I have myself aligned. Notice my demeanor as soon as I start hunching forward. Now, this is not much, but you see a lot of women like this, or they'll have that rounded back. You can correct that simply. Now, it's not sticking my chest out. This is not posture, okay? It is bringing your shoulders up, rolling them back, as if you're rolling those shoulder blades back into your back pockets. Let's do a lengthening along the side. So standing, your feet are flat. Make sure they're about hip width apart. You should feel perfectly balanced on your feet. If not, adjust. Make sure your feet are even. One's not in front of the other. One's not more forward. And then make those adjustments. So my feet are hip width apart. Hands are by your side. And with your hands by your side, notice your alignment. Notice if one shoulder is up higher than the other, bring it down. Bring your arms out horizontal. Notice the alignment. Again, you should feel this. It's not passive. I'm not just like hanging out here. These are strong arms. And I'm looking straight ahead right now. So I'm not looking at the screen because where I'm looking straight ahead is toward my wall. It is above. Feel that lengthening, like someone's pulling on your fingertips, like they're pull, 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 pull. It's almost a strain on your arms. That's okay. This helps strengthen the muscles, but notice that horizontal alignment. Let's bring them down. And we're going to open up the sides. So many times we're tight on one side versus the other. Again, these are habits. They are unconscious habits. Bring your arms up. So take a breath in, bring the arms up, palms up. And I want you to take a stretch and breathe in and lengthen. And then down. Notice how my shoulders go up. That's okay. For this right now, your shoulders can go up. Breathe up, lengthen, and then bring the shoulders back down. Make sure you're not sticking your butt out right now. All right, make sure it's just beautifully balanced. Everyone has a different curve in their back. So know what your curve is. I know I have a deep curve, so I have to be careful I don't overextend it. So again, now I'll take a breath in. And as you exhale, go to one side. Just go to where you stop. Don't push it. Feel that lengthening. And from under your arm, I want you to be looking up. So you're not curled forward. It's a sideways bend. And feel the stretch all along your side. Yes, this helps your waist muscles, so yeah, we'll go with that too. Take a breath in, come back up. Breathe in and out. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, go to the side. Your breath helps the movement in your body. And again, peek out under your arm, looking toward the ceiling, using your eyes, not your forehead. Hold it, not overextending. All right, just breathing in and out, faces relaxed. Now take another breath in. Lengthen. Notice how you feel. Maybe your arms are starting to feel like a little tired. That's okay. Take a breath in. As you exhale, go to the one side. Go to the opposite side. Feel the stretch. Maybe have a little more. Again, look up toward the ceiling with your eyes. That's where your gaze is. Face is relaxed. Neck is relaxed. Breathing in and out. Okay, take a breath in. Come up. And now as you exhale, go to the opposite side. Feel that stretch. Again, not overextending. Where you stop your stop, it's all good. Eyes looking, gaze toward the ceiling. Face is relaxed. Feeling this lengthening. Breathing in and out. Okay, take a breath in, come up, and arms down. Whew. You should, after doing that, you should feel this lovely lengthening and stretch, like a half inch or so. Now, many of the face yoga poses we do help open up and help with your posture and alignment. My personal favorite is the chest opener because it counteracts the rounded shoulders we can get. They can be from activities we do, not simply working at the computer, but if you work at a desk or you're just super concentrated on what you're drawing or creating on a table. Again, adjustable tables are amazing because it allows you to be upright without the tension on your back, without overextending and things like that. So make those adjustments or do props. Put things up there. Uh, Use boxes to prop up your computer if you need to. I have changed from my desk chair, which was a simple little cheesy desk chair like this. Pick it up. Nothing fancy, to a balance ball on some cushions because I needed it higher. What I was finding is I was hunching over all the time. My hips started giving me trouble. And the balance ball allows me to keep my hips moving because I was holding so much tension and stiffness there. So a balance ball is wonderful. They do have chairs you can put balance balls in, but I encourage you to experiment. Use cushions, try various cushions, pillows, practice on different chairs, see how they fit and feel. And then again, adjust with what you have. If you need your device up taller, use boxes or bricks or other things like that. Plus, they also have like so many darn devices and things that are pre-made for this. Okay, so I'm on my lovely balance ball. So if you see me bouncing or needing to adjust kind of funky, that's why. But it's good. It keeps my movement and it keeps my hips from locking up. We are going to do the lovely chest opener. And even if you've done this before, I encourage you to follow along again because it opens up the muscles in the front. So it's going to stretch this. It opens up the muscles in your back. It also works your lovely platysma muscle, which starts here, right there at your jawline and goes all the way down, connects to your shoulder, your chest, your back muscle. So we're going to open and stretch and bring breath into there. Take your fingertips, place them right there on your shoulders. Take a breath in, bring your elbows up, and we're going to start gentle and slow. And as you exhale, bring them out and around. And this is the first round, so don't overextend. So breathing in, we're opening. It's pleasant. Have a lovely secret smile on your face. No neck tension. Sometimes we think I need to overextend and push myself to get the benefits, and less can be so much better and soothing. So, getting this movement, this circulation in. Now, let's go the opposite way. I always like going both ways because this is not a way we naturally move, but we want our shoulders to have that beautiful full rotation. There you go. I always love using breath with movement. So breathing in, going back. It's a lovely, gentle exhale going forward. And just keeping this rhythm. I like doing this about 5 times each direction. You may notice some little cracks and crinkles. That's all good. Everyone's body is different. Let's do one more together. And then bring shoulders down and just shake them out. All right, close your eyes, breathe in and out. And as you're doing this breathing in and out, with your eyes still closed, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. If you're sitting down, make sure your hips are level, both sides. Face is relaxed. You should be feeling this warmth starting right there in your chest. Now, if you cannot put your fingertips here, just bring your shoulders up and around. And that may also be a great thing to do. Maybe if you're in public and you're like, I don't feel like doing this in front of other people. A lot of people are still traveling, so you can just do this while you and go slow with that articulation. Right? So even just going up, down, around, the focus really is this whole shoulder stretching and chest area. It also helps release neck tension at the same time. Let's do a second round. You can place your fingertips here. You can just rest your arms down if that's where you're at right now. Place your hands here. So find your hand position. Let's breathe in. Up and around. This time I'm not going to use my hands because I just really want to feel that articulation of my muscles. Breathing in, up, and around. Nice and slow. Oh, gosh. Sometimes I almost feel it more than when I'm using my hands because I'm really concentrating on these muscles. Breathing in, forward, and bring them back. Notice how one shoulder is feeling versus the other. Notice if one has more movement. Breathing up and around. Let's do one more. Breathing in and around. Now opposite direction. Breathing in, we go back, up, and as I exhale, it goes around. Breathing in, back, up and around. Notice my neck is staying aligned. Breathing in, up, and around. Face is relaxed. Going nice and slow. Do not rush it. You want to feel those muscles. Have all those muscles be engaged and moving. And let's do our last one back with your breath and forward. Shake off any maybe tension or just how it feels going from back to front. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Face is relaxed. All right, open your eyes. Let's stretch the neck because, again, everything is connected. And when we hold so much upper body tension, uh, it just creates all this imbalances. So place your fingertips here if you can. If not, just rest your hands so they're solid or place your hands on a table. And I just want you to tilt your head to one side. My shoulders are level. They're still horizontal. That's why I always like to put my fingertips here usually because it reminds me to not tilt one up. So tilt to one side. Again, feel the stretch. It's gentle. It's not a hard stretch. Feel the lengthening along the side of your neck. Make sure your chin's not tilted down or tilted up. Right now it's just you're facing forward and it's a lovely tilt. Feel the stretch. Breathing in and out. Visualize that lengthening also along that side of your neck. Take a breath in. Now let's tilt your head to the other side. Again. Just where it stops, it stops. You're not overdoing it. Shoulders are level. You're breathing in and out. Don't be critical of your range of motion. It is what it is today. Each day is different. And back up. There you go. Let's do that again. Again, tilt to one side. Breathe in and out. Letting that breath come into the side of your neck. That's a lot of work. A lot of support. It needs loving. Okay, take a breath in, come up. And let's tilt it to the opposite side. Feels so good. Breathing in and out. Feeling that stretch. Giving yourself this time to do this gentle stretch. It's not a waste of time. And really, it only takes a few moments, especially you needing to breathe into the stretch. Great movement in the muscles. And come back up. Oh, notice how your neck feels now compared to when we started that simple thing. We did the whole body one to the side, but then we went back and kind of started breaking it down with the neck, the shoulders. All right, now hips. Your hips, especially if you are a woman, we hold a lot of tension and emotion in our hip area. So if you are having hip issues or and to think your reproductive, your digestive system, all this is right here. So it needs extra loving. It's not something we think about so much. So place your hands on your hips, feet hip distance apart. Look down, glance down, make sure your feet are level. They're at the same starting point. If not, adjust your feet. Now, when you're doing that, if you always notice one foot is in front of the other, that is your clue that you have a dominance one. That one leg wants to always, excuse me, move more forward than the other. So pay attention to that. All right. And then we're just going to do a simple bouncing. And this loosens up everything in the body because your body knows where it needs to be. It knows its natural balance. It knows how it is meant to walk and to feel. And sometimes we can hold so much tension. And I want you to bounce those heels, like really make sure you're bouncing. So, yes, you may be shaking some furniture. I love personally doing this outside, barefoot on the grass. It is grounding and it is so beneficial for your body. But do this. So, yes, your calves are getting a lovely, good workout. And just bounce, 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 bounce. And again, I'll show you sideways so you get to see my body is just kind of like springy, right? The rest of my body's relaxed. My face is relaxed. My head, everything's beautifully balanced because my body is compensating for everything and going, oh, what's my normal? And it knows naturally what its normal is. Ah. So, those are some simple techniques to help loosen up, to get your body balanced, to get it aligned. Again, pay attention to your vertical chin right here, center of your collarbone. That's why I start all of my classes with alignment. You will not get the benefits of face yoga if I'm hunched like this, or if I'm overextended like this, or my head is sticking out. You'll receive none of the benefits unless you are beautifully aligned. Plus, you present yourself and bring yourself out into the world so much more beautifully and carry yourself with confidence. Thank you for joining me today. Have an absolutely fabulous day. Remember that you are loved, that you are precious, that you are beautiful, and you are worthy right where you are at.